You're watching the TCMMA podcast.
Now, as we jump into the co-main event, this is the Super Bowl for your boy Chris Cross. Huge Khamzat Chimaev fan, so the prediction in this one is not in doubt. This is going to be an absolutely great fight against a real fighter in Robert Whittaker, the toughest fight of Khamzat's career. And that's including fights against Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman. Those are nothing compared to this one. And we see in the chat room, we got Homework weighing in, Kenneth Bruner weighing in. Y'all hang out. We're going to come back to the chat room for sure, especially after we get done with this prediction. But first, let's talk about how we got here. This is what it sounded like. Kamaru Usman versus Khamzat back at UFC 294. Oh, that would be terrible. No draw.
I mean, after the last fight,
Oh my goodness, this is.
Well, no, it ain't gonna be.
My stomach's feeling better, but not totally there yet to this decision, man. Gosh, everybody out there, this is gonna be scary again. This is gonna be scary again. Fans are cheering a little bit, but no one knows what's gonna happen. I mean, they're both swinging. I don't know. I mean,
I feel like it's gonna be split decision.
Yeah, split.
oh God, here we go. Wow. Oh my goodness. And what you're learning is Khamzat isn't invincible, and Usman is as good as he always been. So I know we need 2 more rounds. Yeah. When Khamzat's got to go 5 potentially, that's going to get real interesting. Oh my God! Please, please, please! I don't give a dang what no one says. Oh, it's going to be split. It's split. It's split. Oh my gosh! 29-28 Khamzat. 29. 29-27. 28-28. Split. Yes. Khamzat 29-27. That's a. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, bro! Oh, God. 29-28, 29-27, and 28-28, I think.
Yeah, it was 28-28.
Wow. I'll figure out the 29-27 later, but yeah, so a judge gave him a 10-8 in the first round. That sealed it. Bruce, don't ever do that again, man. Made us think it was a split decision. 13-0 Khamzat. I don't care what none of y'all say. Like I said at the beginning, I don't care what nobody says. He just got to win. He got the win. Thank gosh, man. 7 straight UFC wins. Islam Makhachev #1 at 12. But yeah, Khamzat, baby, gets the win. Just like I told you would. Peace. Yeah, definitely nervous for that one, man, for that decision, because as it turned out, he hurt his arm, right? So he dominated Usman in the first round, taking him down for like 4.5 minutes, and then looked real sluggish in the next 2 rounds because he was fighting with one hand and still got the win. That's just crazy. Then he was supposed to take on Robert Whittaker, but had to pull out due to sickness. And then Robert Whittaker took on Ikram, and this is how this one came to be. And here we go, Robert Whittaker versus Ikram Aliskerov, full fight reaction. We're here. Whether it's 1 minute or 5 rounds, we'll see. Both fighters touch gloves. Robert Whittaker, mean mugging as always. And this is your main event, middleweight division at UFC Saudi Arabia. And again, regardless of what happens here, all the credit to Robert Whittaker. This is a number 3 contender who's given Khamzat a chance. Khamzat can't go. He's given an unranked fighter an opportunity, and he's ever the fighter. And when these guys do this, I have to become a fan of Whittaker, you know, regardless of what happens here. Just because he was willing to take these fights, it didn't matter who. You know, fights underway. Robert Whittaker knows he's not in title contention right at this minute, but if you take fights like this, it goes a long way. And the crowd sounding a lot louder now, much like a soccer game, for this fight, as they've been quiet the past 2, just because they haven't had really anyone to cheer for, which is crazy. First 30 seconds gone, and you're already getting the look of a potential 5-round fight, right? Because it's starting out very slow. And which guy will go for it first? Whittaker lands a leg kick, and it was countered by a combination by Aliskerov. And those odds are coming closer and closer to even as this fight is now underway. It's down from 1.5 to 1.3. Both guys dancing around a little bit. Aliskerov, certainly a big dude, not scared to get in the pocket. And he takes a left from Robert Whittaker. And what's going through Whittaker's head? This is not what he planned for. He planned to defend takedowns. He planned to be on the ground potentially at some fight. He prepared for a lot of power. And you have those, but I can tell you now just by looking. Oh, Whittaker lands a big right, and Ikram is out on his feet already. This is not good. He's in trouble. And big uppercut drops Aliskerov, and this is going to be it. It's over. Robert Whittaker. What I tell you, baby. What I tell you. He's lucky it ain't Khamzat, because Khamzat would have. And you could just. And I was just getting ready to say that it's clear to me, looking at these two guys, that Aliskerov is not Khamzat Chimaev. Because the power's not there, the aggressive takedown ability's not there, at least against a guy like Whittaker. And Whittaker landed a big left, and immediately Aliskerov was out on his feet like this. And then Whittaker came in and boom with the big uppercut, and it's over. Yeah, so that's the way that one turned out. Robert Whittaker ends up getting the victory, and that was like a tune-up fight. And really good for Robert Whittaker because he stays active. He gets to win in the first round. He gets paid. He's got the momentum. And Khamzat has been on the sidelines for 1.5 years. So that leads us back to Khamzat versus Whittaker, right? An epic showdown between two great fighters. And everybody wants to know how good Khamzat is. And I like that Whittaker won the way he did. Because if and when Khamzat beats him, nobody can say anything. So without further ado, let's get into this prediction right now. In the middleweight division at UFC 308, your co-main event, a rebooked fight featuring Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. Whittaker 27-7, Khamzat still undefeated at 13-0. Khamzat 2-inch height advantage is 6'2". He's 30. Hard to believe, no longer in the 20s. Robert Whittaker 33, both guys in the prime window right now. Khamzat 1-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Khamzat 5.7 significant strikes per minute. Whittaker 4.6. Khamzat lands well over 1 takedown per round. Whittaker 1 takedown every 4 rounds. No big deal. So how's this fight going to play out? Now, they were supposed to fight previously. Khamzat had to pull out about 10 days prior to the event. In steps Aliskerov. Robert Whittaker just dominates Ikram Aliskerov, a guy that was also undefeated and also kind of compared to Khamzat, right? A guy that's on the rise that could potentially step in and beat Whittaker. It didn't go well. Whittaker dropped him early in the first round. It makes this fight even bigger, right? Khamzat struggling as of late, right? He's still undefeated, but struggling to make the fights, having to pull out versus Robert Whittaker in the last fight, having to pull out against Leon several years ago. And, he didn't look great against Usman, although he looked good in the first round, and he had an injury, according to him, which made sense. So you have all these things going on. And the bottom line is, can Khamzat step in and be a lot better than Aliskerov? Absolutely. Will he have some octagon rust? Potentially. And that's not good against a guy like Robert Whittaker. It would have been better for Khamzat to fight him previously. But Khamzat gets more time, more practice. He's in the gym. He'll be 100%. Hopefully, because this is a fight that even if he has a minor hiccup, he's going to have to fight. So that's one of the scary factors here. But at the same time, you know me, Khamzat is my number 1 guy, number 1 on the do list. We have no reason to believe he's going to fall here. And I'm glad that Whittaker dominated Aliskerov in the previous fight. Because if Khamzat, or when Khamzat beats him, it makes it that much more important. Khamzat fighting out of the UAE, Whittaker out of Australia. This fight goes to Khamzat Chimaev, who will have major, major crowd support in this one. I look for him to get the finish in the first round. Yeah, I said it. To move to 14-0. In my opinion here, he'll drop him, likely by submission, to move to 14-0. Middleweight division, UFC 308. Yeah, so it's finally happening, and we got Khamzat Chimaev winning this fight. And I know there's going to be people on all sides of the fence, but the bottom line is we got Khamzat number 1 on the do list for a reason. And what that means is he beats everybody. Yeah, he beats John Jones too if he ever goes to heavyweight. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, he beats Alex Pereira if he ever goes to light heavyweight. Yeah, I said it. That's just how I feel about Khamzat. I mean, the guy is literally unstoppable. I mean, he's literally unstoppable. And when you look into the chat room, you do got people all over the fence. Like Ivan I saying Whittaker, KO round 4. I respect it. Kenneth Bruner saying Super Bowl 100. Yeah, this is a Super Bowl. No doubt about it. Bruner saying he's training in the mountains. At altitude. Yes. No doubt about it. He's prepared for this fight. Colostrum weighing in early saying, what's up, bro? UFC 308 is going to be lit. Let's go. Fire. Yes, sir. No doubt about it. And I cannot wait to see Khamzat fight. I just can't wait. And then pray he gets the victory, right? Just pray he gets the victory.
He's gon' fight, wait, he's gon' fight, wait. Hold your breath till the end of the night. Last fighter call, UFC at its height. Yeah. Bringing that thunder with all his might. Saying, step up, wanna fight? Hold up, think twice. Gladiator, assassin, reckless, no abandon. Walk through that cage, he'll leave your ass.